Hey everybody, it's Tanya at Hummingbird Paintery. Tonight we're going to paint our skunk. I did a poll and see if you wanted to paint a Santa or if you wanted to do the skunk, and everybody chose Flower, the skunk from Bambi. And so this is what I've done, the sides for us, not the back yet, but I'll paint that. We're going to paint this today. I knew there was a screw or something under there. It was not even. So hopefully some people will come on and we can get this done tonight and fairly quickly. I have so much stuff to do, y'all, before my trip. Hey there, good evening. How are you doing? Hey Jody, it's good to see you. Hey Miss Donna. Hey Dale. I'm glad you caught me live. How are y'all doing today? Did you have a good Friday? I'm so glad that Friday is here. Hey, Jason, it's good to see you. Happy Friday, everybody. So everybody, or most everybody anyway, chose Flower the skunk. Hey, Miss Terry. So good to see you. I have painted the sides, so we don't have to worry about painting that. How are y'all tonight? Hey, Miss Patsy, it's good to see you. Happy Friday. Hey, Miss Debbie, so good to see you. It's good to see everybody today. Hey, Miss Beth, thank you so much for the shells. Sunday, we will try to do something with those. I've got to look through them and see what I need. Hey, Miss Tommy Sue, so good to see you today. So glad everybody's coming on. Hey, Miss Pat Tyner, it's good to see you. Hey, Miss Janet, good to see you. Thank you for coming on here. Hey, Miss Nancy. Good to see everybody. So we're going to need some black paint today. We're going to need white. We're going to need gray. And we're going to need blue for his little eyes. So if you want to get whatever colors you want, this looks like the blue for the eyes to me. Hey there, y'all. All right, so I'm just going to put those. I'm going to go ahead and do... Let me see if I can find my little stick to poke the thing. Let's see. Well, I don't see my little, there it is. There's my little stick. Gosh, these things get clogged up so fast. I guess I ought to do it at the end. Hey there, Purple Lily Decor and Apparel. It's good to see you. Thank you for coming on here. Hey, Michelle and Miss Linda Cox. It's good to see you. Happy Friday. So I already got some paint out because I used a little bit of the white right here, and then I just painted the rest of it black on the edge. Thank you, Miss Jody. It's from Beware Sportswear, so if anybody wants one of these, it says Blessed Mom on it. They still have their fall apparel out. On November the 1st is when they will drop the Christmas. And I can't wait to get some of that. Hey, Miss Deborah, it's good to see you. Happy Friday, that's for sure. Woo, so sure. So we're going to get some paint. I'm going to use some smaller brushes because we want to get inside here. And I'm going to get a pointier brush for the eye and everything. I'm going to go ahead and do the blue, okay? All right, let's see. That's gray, and then that's white, and then this is blue. So we're going to do the blue right in here. We want to make it sort of like Flower from Bambi. And we're just going to do the eye right here first. And then we'll come back to that. We want to do the black last. Do some white. Get the blue done. What are y'all's plans for the weekend? Anything fun? I know I need to clean. Miss Debbie's going to be coming to my house and staying overnight on Wednesday night. Hey, Miss Frankie. Hey, Manny. Thank you, Manny. I appreciate that. Yeah, I got 4,000 people overnight, so I was very happy. I didn't even know it. My friend Marie is the one that told me. Isn't that weird? So, I didn't even pay attention this morning. That wasn't the first thing that I looked at. So we're going to go behind this with the white. We're going to go ahead and do that part so it can dry. So you want to kind of get in the edge there. And I'll show you this just as soon as I get finished right here. Sunday we'll do something with the shells that Miss Beth Hurley gave me. She sent me some from the beach. She lives at the beach. Which I can't even imagine living at the beach, huh? Hey, Miss Vanetta, Miss Catherine, it's good to see you. I don't even know. Is it warmer in the beach? I know probably in Florida it is, but she lives in North Carolina at the beach. And I tell you, I really like North Carolina. Do you live near Culpeppers, Miss Beth? I don't know what city that's in. I had to look it up when I went from Barb's house. Or her city, anyway. Hey, Miss Diane. It's good to see you, Miss Darlene, Miss Marilyn. How are y'all doing? All right, so here's the eye so far, okay? And I kind of spilled some paint right there. That's the reason why that little dot is there. Hey, Miss Carolyn. Another Miss Carolyn. Hey, Miss Linda. No, that's in the western part of the state. Okay. Well, darn it. Thank you for sending the shells. Yes, I can't wait to do it too. All right, so let's see. We're going to get some gray, and I've got kind of a pewter gray here. I do want it a darker gray. You live in Northeast North Carolina. And I may need some white with this, so I'm going to see if we can make it just a little bit lighter by putting the white with it. Hey, Miss Vicki and Miss Ruth, how are y'all doing? Thank you for coming on. All right, so right in here is gray on his little belly. I'm doing well. Thank you for asking, Miss Linda. I kind of still want it a darker gray. I don't want a real light gray. So we're just going to paint in here. And I've already drawn this on here just so it'll be easier. But this is the color that I'm going to do, kind of a medium color gray, not a dark, and certainly not a light. So I'm just going to go with that. And we're just going to do the belly right here at first. And then we'll do the face parts that are gray as well. Washington is getting too big, helping so much with the smoke. Oh no. What's going on up there? I didn't hear about that. I try not to watch the news too much. So they must have fires, huh, Miss Jody? If there's smoke. That's terrible. I'll be praying for y'all that everything and everybody's safe. I didn't know about that. I'm so bad about watching the news because there's only negativity on there. So I try not to watch it. I don't know if y'all are like that or not. I hardly ever watch the news. I don't even watch the weather most of the time. I get that from the phone. Is that what y'all do? Listen to it on the radio or get it on your phone, just the weather? I just don't watch the news anymore. I try to avoid it as much as possible. This is just a little small flat brush. And I want it a little darker than the actual pewter paint because we want to come back and do some pewter in between, you know, the darker color in between. And so that's what I'm trying to do here. It's kind of different shades. I didn't mix a bunch. I'm just trying to mix it as I go. Hey there, Yvonne. How are you doing, girl? What did you say? It says, I don't forget to watch it. You don't watch it either. Have no idea where the smoke's coming from. Oh, no. Maybe it's from California. Because weren't they having wildfires or something? And then it's coming up that way, maybe? I don't know. Does anybody know where the fire's coming from? Hey, Miss Velma, it's so good to see you, and Miss Patty. Happy Friday, y'all. Okay, so here's the belly, okay? Right there's the belly. Forget my little white right there. That's going to end up black in a minute. All right, let me try to rinse this out, and what I'm going to do is just take some of the paint, the darker color of the gray, and we're going to put it on the side just like we always do. We're going to load our brush up here, and then I'm going to do the edges so we know that's on the inside. Just like this. We're going to do the black last, just simply because that covers up anything, any blemishes. Okay, so there's the bottom portion of the belly on the inside. Let me get some water here. And I'm going to do the same thing on the top. And do it around since I'm right-handed. And we want the dark underneath the hands as well, but I'm going to use a smaller brush and just put some inside. So here's the belly. Woo, I got a nose that's itching. And we want that just like that. And I'm going to take a little bit of paint, but I'm going to do the smaller brush, just the pointy one, because it needs a little bit of gray underneath here. And we're just going to go around the fingers a little bit and kind of shade, because I don't want to get it on the actual fingers. And I'm going to go ahead and do the inside here a little bit. We're going to do it like this. And we can fix the fingers if we need to. I'm just going to do it like this. I'm going to show you. All right. Just a little bit in between up underneath there. Is Flower a boy or a girl? He is a boy. He's a boy, believe it or not. All right, let's see here. We're going to need a little red too. Hopefully I have that. Here's some. And we're going to do the mouth. That mean you're going to be to kiss a fool? What means I'm going to kiss a fool, Miss Pat? Lord, I've kissed enough fools in my time. I don't want to kiss anymore. Hey, Susan Quarles. I don't need to do any of that. So I'm going to take some of this white and put it in with the gray because we're going to do some of his face. Hey, Miss Linda Shearer. Oh, the itchy nose. Oh, Lord. I think it's allergies. I don't think it's a fool. Do y'all? I hope not. That's funny. Okay, if you say so. Lord, is that what that means? I can't do that. I can't do it. All right, so we're going to do it around here. This right here on his muzzle, that is going to be gray. Right here is gray, and his lips are gray. So we're going to just take this and go right there with that. Lord, I hope I don't kiss a fool. I hadn't kissed anybody and I don't know when. I hadn't even kissed a baby or anything. Hey, Denise Turner. It's good to see you. Thank you for coming on. I don't need a fool. That's funny. I've done kissed all the fools I want to, I guess. What happened with Miss Ruth? Well, now my whole childhood was a lie. What happened in your childhood, Lord? About the kissing of the fool? Kiss a fool or gonna get a fight? Oh, Lord. I don't know some of those old wives' tales. That's funny. Kiss a fool or you're gonna get in a fight. How funny. Well, I don't know. All right, let me do this right around in here. The very end of it is just a black area, so I'm just gonna kind of go up a little bit. Once I get this one done, I'll show it to you. Was that little stories from school? That's so funny to me. All right, so here's this part. Hey, Miss Peggy Simons. Hey, Miss Liz. How are you doing? All right, so let's see how this is. This and this and here. Okay. And we're going to go right around the eye right here. And it's gray. I don't even know what a skunk looks like. Well, I mean, I know what a skunk looks like. That was silly. But I just can't remember what colors they are. Thank you, Miss Peggy. Everybody wanted me to do the skunk. That's funny. Okay. Let me get a little water. That's what my problem is it's not wet enough. And we're just going to go down really close right here. Just on the edge. Just like this. And I also want to do just the edge up here on the eye. I probably didn't do such a great job cutting it out. See, there's a little bit right in here and then right around the edge of the eye. Once you put the black, it's going to look a whole lot better. So there, there, there. I think I've done it all. So I'm going to take some of the edge, just like I did before, and we're going to do the darker color on the edge right here of the mouth. Now part of it's already done, just because we did the bottom portion, so we're not going to do that part, but we're going to do it right towards the lip. Get a little bit of water, a little bit of paint, and we're just going to go around the edge right here. And then I'm going to do the same thing up at the top, and then I'll show it to you. Let me do this one little edge right here. So there's his little mouth and his nose. It'll all come together and look a lot better. Hey, Chrissy, it's good to see you. Thank you for coming on. I appreciate that. All right, we're going to take some white and we're going to go inside the tail. Right in here. And I'm just going to do it however I want here. It's not going to be any rhyme or reason. I've got some little lines, but we're just going to kind of go like that. His little hands are so cute. Thank you. I tell you, those Disney animators are so good. We're just gonna keep going down here. And I'll show you after I've done this part. And just remember that we're gonna go over it with black, so it's not gonna look as ugly. That's the reason for the white first and then the black. All right, so it doesn't look real good. So there's the back, the middle part of his little tail. Hey, Miss Sandra. Oh, I got an itch again. And that doesn't mean two fools. Whatever y'all say. Just better mean that it's allergies, right? Just allergies. Okay. So, this portion of his head, right here, is going to be white. So, we're going to do it white. Hey, Sue Watts. Hey, Miss Karen. Thank you for coming on and watching. I appreciate that. All right, so we're going to get right in here. We're going to get close, but we're not going to get all the way to the edge because we're going to put some color right there. I'm trying to do this very easily and gently, but sometimes it goes into the other. That's okay. We're going to fix it. Just like this. Let me take this and just keep going it around the edge right here. It's getting there. And go right down to the nose. I'm going to let it dry just a little bit, and we'll make a little bit more right there, but it's supposed to go down to the tip of his nose. Right there. Hey, Miss Jerry. Hey, Janet Sherman. How are you doing? So good to see y'all. All right, so let me dry it just a little bit, and then I will go back over it right in here where it's kind of dark underneath because there's a big knot there in the wood, and so it's hard to go over it as well as the rest of it. Guess that's the reason why they call it knotty pine, because it does have knots in it. All right, let me see. I'm gonna let me just see if I can do this one little area right here. The rest of it doesn't look too bad. It kind of is okay. If we have to go back over it, then we can do that. All right. There we go. Hey, Miss Pat McCullough. Hey, Christy Orso. Thank you for coming on. All right, so I'm going to get a little bit of red because we're going to do that. Just a tiny bitty bit. Let me try to get it next to the white. Lord. It just gets stuff in there all the time. Let me see. There we go. It's a little better. All right, so we're gonna do brown also. I'm gonna take some of this teddy bear, just a little bit. You just want enough to go behind the tongue a little bit. You're gonna put brown and a little bit of black and a little bit of red. I say I'm gonna get some. There, just a tiny bitty bit. Hey Celeste. We're gonna mix it with the red. So brown and red together, and we're gonna do right here in the mouth. So this is where we'll fix the inside right there. We're gonna go over this and see, it kind of looks like red, but it kind of has a brown hue to it. And then we kind of get a little bit of black in there as well. And that will make it look like the inside of a mouth. Let me get it. We don't need a whole lot. But we got to do a little bit. And I'm going to take a little bit of black. And we're just going to put a little bit of that. But I'm just barely going to touch it. We're going to mix it all together. There we go. It's brown and red and black. We're just going to put a little bit of black back here. And a little bit of water, apparently. It didn't want to slide very well. And see how it makes it look darker back there? That's the inside of his mouth. And so now we're going to do the red, and we may put a little white with it if it's too red. Thank you for the hearts. I appreciate that. All right, so we're going to put the tongue, a little bit of the red by itself. See how that's coming together? And it looks a little different, right? You may want to put a little white with it. This one looks pretty good though. I don't think I'm going to need any white except to make a shadow or a little where it looks like the light's hitting it. Thank you for the hearts. Hey Gloria, it's good to see you. Thank you for coming on. All right, so there are the lips and the tongue, the tongue. Hey, Miss June, how are you doing? All right, so let me get some blue here because we're going to do the blue on this other eye, just a little bit. All right, and I need a little white as well. Ooh, that's got some water on it. If you get too much water, it'll be too watery. See if I can get a little more. It's too watery. We'll put a little black right there. Or gray. I might put gray. Let's see. There we go. So there's that right there. Hey, Paula Tucker, it's good to see you. Flower had the cutest laugh, and Bambi, you thought? It's been a long time since I've watched the show. So, I don't know. All right. So the rest of this is really black, okay? So I'm going to take a little bit of the black and put it in the eye right here. I'm going to start in that area. We're going to have to do some shading and things like that once we get some of this on here. And we're going to do this little nose in black. Okay, so right there we've got his little nose right here, and then we've got a little bit of the eye that was showing. Pepe Le Pew. This one's actually like flower. It's supposed to be, Miss Linda. But Pepe Le Pew was cute too. All right, so we're gonna do this up here. I'm going to go around this way. Maybe for Valentine's Day we can do Pepe Le Pew. Because he's more like a love one. So I'll think about that when I get to that. You like some Pepe Le Pew? He was funny, wasn't he? I thought he was funny when I was growing up. All right, we need a little water. And my paint's drying up a little bit. I got the heater on underneath me because I'm chilly in here. But I don't want to turn the heat on yet because it's still hot outside a little bit. Even though in my house it's like really cold. Is it like that at y'all's house? Let me see here. Yes, it's always romance. Yeah, he was romancing the ladies. He sure was. Those French men tend to do that. Have y'all been to France? Has anybody been to Paris or to any other city in France? I went to Paris. And that's all that I did in France. I would like to go back someday. But I'm trying to see as many cities as I can around the world before I get too old. It was 70s. Wow. We've had temps in the 30s, so we're already had the heat on. Ugh. I don't have it on yet because today and through the weekend it's supposed to get up to 80 again. Hey, Miss Patty, how are you doing? You've been? Where's your favorite place, Miss Jody? Did you find French people to be kind of rude? Because I did. You've been to Germany? Stop there on your way to Germany? Well, it's nice. I love Europe, y'all. And I am planning on to go again. Now I'm going to do just a little bitty line right here. Just like that. Doing a very little thin line right there, okay? If y'all see that. Hey, Miss Paula. You were born in Germany? Oh, you've been to visit your grandparents? That's awesome. I have some French in me, and English, and some Dutch. And Dutch sounds like bad English to me. Hey, Miss Peggy. Hey, Miss Nancy. Okay. So let me do this. We're going to get really close here, but not all the way, because I want to try to do a little bit better. Let me... go right in here. This is where I'm going with this. We're getting there. You've been to the Philippines? My mother went to the Philippines when her first husband was in the military, I think. I haven't really cared to go to any Oriental place. You said Ireland and Tenerife were your favorites. I want to go to Ireland next year. Ireland and either Scotland or maybe Switzerland. I don't know. I haven't decided what I want to do. I know Ireland will be part of it. I usually try to do 2 trips, 2 different countries each time I go. Ooh, you want to go back to Morocco? Miss Terry said Ireland was fabulous. Y'all have to tell me where y'all went so I can go. I don't know where the good parts are. I do want to see Ireland though. And I'm sure that I could do Ireland just by itself. I'm sure there's lots. But I just want to do a couple of countries at a time in case I don't get to go back. You want to go to Scotland someday? Ireland is your dream vacation, Miss Nancy? Well, you can go with me. They put Baileys in the oatmeal in Ireland. No way. They're trying to get you drunk. We're going to outline his little arm here. Baileys. I guess it's a good thing I don't drink any coffee. Oh, oatmeal. Oatmeal. Yep. I do eat oatmeal. Is it like our oatmeal or some weirdness? Miss Pat Tyner said, yum. Well, Miss Pat, you need to go. That's funny. Oatmeal, yummy. I like a little butter in my oatmeal. Right now you want to see more in the United States. Do you really? See, I figure I'm going to get that way eventually, and I really want to do out of the country first before I get not weirdness delish. See, I don't do any alcohol though. I'm such a straight and straight arrow or whatever. I don't drink. I don't smoke. I don't do drugs, obviously, even though I act like it half the time. But I don't. Ireland, Scotland, and England's a good trip. Yes, I've already done England. I stayed there a couple of weeks with a guy friend who lives there. That's a story for another time. You're Sonic though. I'm Sonic. Yeah, I'm Sonic Tanya. You just wait till I take y'all on vacation with me. Oh. Yeah, I'm Sonic Tanya, but I don't have to have alcohol to be acting like a fool. Just happens naturally. Hey, Miss Bonnie. I'm just a regular old person. Sorta. Miss Pat's met me. I'm pretty normal, aren't I, Miss Pat? Hey, Lindy. How are you? I saw your dog taking over your bed. Lordy mercy. Little doggy, little doggy. You've been to England about 4 years. The man that I was married to is in the military. It was beautiful, and I have wondered something, and I didn't read the rest. I don't know if I can read it. Let's see if I can push it. And have a wonderful friend still there that day. Oh, so you ought to go back and see. That's for sure, Vanetta. Let me go around these little fingers before I look up. Love the beaches, and they had some really handsome guys. Ooh, where's that at? So I can go. I need to go where the handsome guys are. I tell you, Italy's full of them. Ooh, some good-looking people there, y'all. That's my kind of man, an Italian man. Hey, Marjorie. Hey, Alice. Yes, some kind of handsome. I got to show y'all a picture, but I got to find it. I got to find my book and show y'all the Italian guy that I was with way back when in 2002. So I was really a lot younger and a lot prettier, and ooh, he was good looking. Good looking. His sister and I are still friends on Facebook. His daddy was so sweet. You're too old for that stuff, Miss Pat. Well, I ain't old yet. So I'm thinking about all that stuff. But men in Memphis, not so hot. I'm sure some of them are nice and all that good stuff, but not so good. Somewhere in Steinem. You were 15 and I went there to visit. Well, girl, everybody looks cute at 15. They're probably some ugly people now. Hey, Miss Elizabeth Deaver. Heck, who knows? Because I don't know. I don't really think that, what are they called? Irish men. I don't think they're all that cute. Most of them are redheads and stuff. They got pretty women, but I'm not into no women. So that ain't gonna work for me. All right, let me show y'all a little bit of this. See, I'm getting there. I'm leaving his eye so he'll look funny, like he's doing this to you. I just want to get close right here, and then I'll do it with the black, bigger marker, bigger paintbrush. Let me do this side, and then I'll do that. Otherwise, it might take us all night if I'm talking about men. Hey, Laurel. All right, so let me see. We'll fix his little feet and toe-toes in a minute. But I'm going to go ahead and get a bigger brush so I can paint a little bit better, a little bit more. Let me get some more black on here. I used to say toe-toes to my little kid, my children. I said, Mama's going to get your toe-toes. Alright, so we're going to get it right in here. And really all of this is black, but we want to make a little fine line so we can use a little bit of white and go around the edge. You're married to an Irishman. You think he's very good looking, Maria? He might be, but I guess I just go for those Italian ones. Those tall, dark, and handsome ones like Alberto was. Lord, have mercy. He might be. They may be. Maybe they're better now than I think. I don't know. I guess it's all in what you like, right? I'm just going to go right in here. And we're just going to kind of go like this, right in here. And then fill that in like we're coloring a color book. Just for the top part, right in here. So see, y'all got all kind of Irish and Scottish men. I guess as I get older, I don't really have a choice, you know? Like I did way back when. Beggars can't be choosers for me, right? Southern gray-haired man. Yes, you do, Lindy. You got a good one. You got a good fella. I don't know. I thought that I would like a good old Southern boy or whatever. I don't like no country sounding. I'm country enough for both of us. I like a guy who's distinguished. I don't know why I do that, but I do. You think a fantasy's better than reality? You got that right, girl. It is. Although Alberto wasn't a fantasy. Woohoo. He was a reality too. Mel Gibson in Braveheart. Yeah, you got a point there. He kind of looked hot. Okay. Yeah. I guess it just depends on who it is, you know? But it's no telling. Alright, I'm going to make a fine line right here so I'll know where to go with the white. Let me get all this painted black. And then we're going to do the eye first. You define one that has a good heart and makes you laugh. That's exactly right, Tommy Sue. And that's exactly what I told my cousin. You want to hear about him, Michelle? I'm going to show him to you. He's just one of my many men. Not many, but many. I had a good 30s. I really did. I had a really good 30s. And then I got older, and then I got more gray. This is now gray. Not so attractive anymore as I was in my 30s. And it's just different now. I do look for somebody, I'm joking, putting all joking aside, I do look for somebody with a good heart and who makes me laugh, because it's very difficult to find these days where they don't think with their other head. And it's just crazy to me. I just don't understand that. Alright, so we're going to make some eyelashes. Hold on, I'm trying to get the water out of my brush. You think there's more to Tanya than we know? Miss Ruth, there is. You just have no idea. Alright. Okay, let's see. I mean, I'm a good person. I'm not a bad person. But I've had a lot of worldly experience. What brush is that? I don't know the size of it, but it's a very tiny pointed brush. They come in a package. They look kind of like this, but they have a bunch of smaller ones. You can get these at Walmart, and that's where I get most of my brushes, y'all. These came from Walmart. I got some new big ones because they kind of bend and they're not as good. Hey there, Debbie. So good to see you. Why would men have all the fun? Oh, they didn't. I had lots of fun. All right, let's see here. So I'm going to take this. We're going to start back here. And is it above that? Yeah. All right. And we're going above the white. we're just kind of doing it like this, okay? That's his little eyebrows, or eyelashes, I mean, not eyebrows. Lord have mercy, what am I trying to say? You're welcome. Yeah, just get you some that are small and pointy. That's just what I say. And I kind of did it on the other side as well. And I'm kind of going to go between the blue and the white a little bit right there. So that'll be sticking out a little bit more on the other side. And I think I'm going to do the same thing on this one. Hey, Lee. How are you? Hey, Miss Jenny. So good to see you. All right, so I'm going to go in between here where the white and the blue connect. And I'm just going to make a little line right here in between with a little bit of water. It just makes it a little bit better and more defined. And we're going to do the same thing around the mouth. We're going to put a little bit of black. And then we're going to put the white in there. That's going to make a world of difference. All of you that are married to really good men, that's a good thing, you know, because it's hard to find a good man today. I know Gerald's a great guy. And Lee's husband is very good to her. Y'all are lucky. I'm going to go around here so you can see his little mouth a little bit better. I'm going to try to go right here on the edge just a tiny bitty bit. That's my word, bitty bit. All right, let me turn this off. Starting to burn up in this thing. He is. I know he is. One of these days, maybe I'll have a good guy, but I don't know. I don't think so. No, I'm not married, Miss Sharon. I haven't been married in a long time. I divorced in 2000. Let me see if I can poke a hole in this. Or not. There we go. The white gets stopped up more than anything. And this is not a good one. If y'all buy white, don't buy folk art. But I still want to use it because I've already opened it and everything. All right, so what I'm going to do, let me get my thin, let me see. You want kind of a flat brush, but you want a tiny one because this isn't very big. So you want to get it a little bit wet. And you want to get it on the edge here. Let me see if I can do this. It's too wet. This is a terrible, terrible brush. I think I need my new one. Yep. Let me see if I can just do this one little edge with it. And I'm going to throw this one away. It's okay, but it's kind of trash. So let's see. I have way too many brushes. I bought new brushes. Let me see. I'm going to open this. I still have the other one. I don't know what I did with it though, but this is the new package, okay? Because this tiny one right here is my favorite one ever. I wish they just had a bunch of little bitty ones. You're sitting by Slice in Wonderland by the restroom. When we get to the castle, bottom to the left, and follow the path. What are you talking about, Miss Jenny? I don't know. Are you in a castle somewhere? We are in the back of Matterhorn. Really? I mean, literally right now? Don't forget to go to Hummingbird Crafters is what Miss Pat's trying to say to everybody. All right, so I'm going to go ahead. We're going to do the edge right here. I'm going to just go down this way. I need a little bit more water. It gets dry really fast. Yeah, there we go. Then I'm going to kind of go in here because you want to go over that area. And then we're going to kind of go right here on the edge. It's supposed to be a little more smooth than this, but I'm roughing it here. And then you want to take this and go right here on the edge. There we go. It's much better. Okay, see how that goes? Right there. You just posted there for the first time? Yes, Miss Liz, I saw your stuff. Y'all gotta make sure that you get on that page so y'all can put your stuff on there. You did a good job. All right. All right, now these are his little hands. See right there? Now I'm going to do the other thing the other way, the other side. You're welcome. A big difference it does. Putting a little bit of white goes a long way. So I'm going to take this. Oh, I got too much water. Just wipe it off. And we're going to go up this side. Like that. Whoop. So see, it looks a whole lot better so it can define everything. Hey, Miss Vera, thank you for coming on. All right, let me get some more white in here, just enough. And then we're going to go right in here. I'm just going to start right here. We're going to do these little hands. All right, so this one's a little bit too thick, so we'll go back with the... It's hard for me to do it one way or the other, you know? Let's see. All right, so there's the little hands, just like that. Let me get rid of this brush. Thank you for those stars, Maria. You're so sweet to do that. Thank you for the hearts, everybody. I'm happy with hearts, that's for sure. All right, we're going to go right here and go up underneath the lips. And then we're going to go down the arm on the other side. And it's kind of dry, so we got to get some water in there. Reminds you of Pepe Le Pew? He kind of does. But we'll do him at Valentine's. Since he's kind of the love one. All right, let's see if I can do this. Too much water. Not enough paint. All right, we're going to go around the edges. If you have just the right amount of water and paint on there, you can do it all in one stroke. But obviously I don't, so I'm having to go back. We got to do his little toe-toes. Let's see. We're going to get down to here. God, it's dry. There we go. Now, we're going to do the same thing right here. Just kind of like that. Let me do this. Get a little bit here. Here's this until I can show you there. There we go. Hey, Miss Wendy, you need Callie? You got lots of Miss Callie. I used to paint Callie for her. She's got a little Shih Tzu. She's so cute. It's good to see you. All right, let me go around the edges on the side for the tail. And then we're going to do this side. So I'm just going to do the edges so you kind of know where it's at. So there's the edge right there, and we're going to do the rest of it. Thank you, Miss Beth. Appreciate that. The more water you have in it, the more it'll go down like this. Now I'm going to take a little bit of it and just go in the middle here. Just get the water. Just want to smear a little bit in here. Just like that. Now, we want to do a little here. And also there's a little bit of white that needs to be done right here. We want to define the face just a little. Little water. Okay. Just like that. Thank you, Miss Vera. Maybe have him holding a flower. Oh, I'm going to do something different, actually. He's going to be different than that, even. All right, let me put a little here and a little here. And we also want to go around right in here. Just a little. Get a little more right there on the edge. Now I kind of want to get a little bit of blush to put right in here. We're just gonna, gosh, dries out so fast. It must be hotter in here than I thought. Let me put it on the edge here. I don't want it to have too much there. We just want a little bit. And I'm going to put a little bit right in here. It just defines it just a little bit more. If y'all didn't see Lindy's little turkey, y'all need to go back and look at that. It was so cute. And Lee's turkey last night was cute too. I'm jealous of all these little turkeys. They're so cute. Y'all need to go back and look. All right, let me make sure this is... There we go. All right, now I've got to put some white right there, so I need a little bitty... Let me get that rinsed real good. I don't want to put those in the water anymore. Where's my little brush? All right, we're going to get some white. And we're going to do a dot right here. And you just kind of let the brush do itself. Let me do a little bit more right in here. Got a fuzz on there. You like the turkey barb made? I didn't see barbs. Just like this. And let me put, I meant to do this. Right in here. And put a little bit of black. Let me get, or gray, either one. There we go. See the little hair right there? Just a little bitty bit. All right, I'm gonna put a little bit, let me see. We want a little bit right in here. And I'm gonna put a little bit right there, and a little bit right there, and a little bit right there. All right, now I want to get a little blush, and we're not finished. I do this one little thing. Let me put some little blush right here. I think he needs it. So there's his little cheek. All right, so now I have a big piece of wood, okay? This kind of leans down this way, so I'm gonna put him right here. And we're just gonna set him here for right now because I need to figure out how long of a screw that I can get up underneath there. And we're gonna, put him up in there. Good, so we're just gonna do it this way, okay? So, this kind of leans down that way, and you want to cover up where where it split apart. And I've got some flowers, like this one right here. And let me see. I've got different ones. I've got some big ones. I thought that really bright flowers is what he carried. I don't know. Yes, ma'am, Miss Pat. I cut out the flower, or Flower the skunk. Definitely. All right. So this is a sunflower, but I've got this kind of flower right here, like I put on my hat, even though the other ones were smaller. I'm going to cut this part off right there. And we're going to glue them to the bottom here like he's in a big bunch of flowers. I kind of thought the bigger ones. Let me cut this off. You want it as close to the bottom as you can. Pink. Let me see. I don't know if I've got a huge pink. I don't have a light pink. I got a little bit of purple and I got some white. This one's pink, but it's bright pink, almost red. Pink. I don't have any pink. I just thought maybe he needed some. Let me move him over here so I can figure out what I'm going to do. I'm going to put a lot of white in it. I just want some color. But I took the whole bottom of that off. Look at there. But that's okay. He probably does need pink. But this is just what I have. So what I'm going to do, we're going to take this and move it here. Now I've got this kind of flower. I don't know where, I think I got it at Michael's at the end of the season. I don't know if I want that bigger one. We just kind of want him to look like, I'm going to put one of these on the back. Let me see. That is just not flat enough. Let me see. I'm going to take that off. Shoot. That's hot. I'm going to take this off of here. Then it'll stick better. All right. So remember, and I want to cut these all the way down to the nib. We want some white in there. We don't want it all to be colored. But this was my idea to do it this way. I think these will be okay. If you've got this many together, boy, don't burn yourself like I did. That's the finger that that hurts. Oh. Man, that hurts. Hurts bad. All right. So we're just gonna put them up like this. Let me see. I'm just gonna put some white ones in between a little bit, like that. And let me sit some more white ones. Man, that hurts. Hey, Miss Tina. Oh, it feels good inside the water. This is kind of a greenish one. I'm going to use it just because it's different. And I got to put some behind there too. Let's see. Put it right here. Kind of looking good that way. Let me see how I'm going to put him in here, because you want to make him in between. Oh, how cute. Okay, let me see. I got to get some more white ones off of here because I think it needs some. Hey, Miss Tina, thank you for coming on. I appreciate you. All right, let me get all these off. Goodness, this is cute. All right. Put one there. Maybe put one of the oranges on the other side. We got one up here at the front. This one's smaller though. We want to have him covered on both sides. And I'll paint him before we finish that. I'm just doing some smaller ones too. Let me put this right here on the side. We might need another big one. We'll have to use this one for the back just because. So let me take this part off. Because you don't want that much on there. You want it to cover up most of the area. Oh, this looks adorable. All right, y'all ready? Now, I'm going to be, drilling a hole up in there, so it's going to be a little different, but I wanted it where all of it was in the middle. Look at him now. Isn't he cute? With the flowers. Thank you so much. I'm glad you like him. So it looks better with the flowers, huh? Thank you for those hearts. What are those little drums? Thank you, Michelle. He turned out really cute with the flowers and everything. Once I get him drilled, then I'll be able to do it a little bit better. Hey! You think you like the skunk? Man, that hurt. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you, Wendy. You love him, Christy. I do too. I think he's really cute with the flowers. And I might put another white one right there. I just got to make sure that I have enough room for him to sit in there. So I didn't want to do too many too close. the cutest. I think he turned out really cute. I really like him. And on top of the wood piece is really cute too, right? Thank you, Miss Ruth. Thank you so much. We're going to do shell art on Sunday. We're going to make some little, Sylvadine, I don't have any, girl. But it hurts. I stuck it in my water, and that felt so good. It's like throbbing bad. Don't ever do that. Don't do what I did. It's terrible. My goodness. But you got to get your flowers pretty flat, so the green piece on the bottom, you'll have to get rid of those. Thank you for all those hearts. I appreciate it. And everybody who gave me stars as well, I appreciate it. The Queen of Wood. Thank you so much, Miss Pat. Oh, that water feels so good on that. I'm going to have to do something. Didn't they say mustard helps? I'm going to try mustard because I think I have mustard in there. So anyway, but this is what we made tonight. I appreciate everybody for coming here, and I will see y'all on Sunday morning at 10 a.m. I may come on early, depending on if I'm ready or not. I've still got to get everything together. Need to keep a package of mustard because it's good for burns. That's what I thought. Oh, it just hurts so bad. Golly. All right. So anyway, ice cubes, I know. I'll do that if I have to, that's for sure. But this finger hurts. My middle finger. I guess it's telling me I can't use my middle finger. Hey, Miss Doris Lovelace, thank you for coming on. But I'll see y'all Sunday at between 9:30 and 10 o'clock probably. And I appreciate you coming on tonight. Thank you so much. And I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.